There was a period of depressed numbers, we think, due to the harvest. But then regulations went in place through the Atlantic States Marine Fisheries Commission. Harvest regulations were put in place. In the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, we've seen an uptick or a trend upward in the juveniles in the population.
Crabs have also been harvested for biomedical use, giving up measured amounts of their blood, which is then used to create the exquisitely sensitive and accurate endotoxin tests called limulus amoebocyte lysate, or LAL tests, which make our lives safer by identifying potentially deadly contaminants. The vast majority of these crabs are returned to the water unharmed.
The population, as it is now and as in the direction we see it's going, can certainly withstand this practice. But still, best management practices in the harvesting and the bleeding and the release should be followed by all companies.
For the last 30 years, the biomedical industry has been mining the medical equivalent of gold. Endosafe is one of only 4 labs in the world that produces a derivative of horseshoe crab blood. Their blood has a clotting agent that's used to detect minute levels of bacteria. But what's truly surprising is the color. The crab's blue blood is an evolutionary gift that's helped them survive the eons.
The beautiful blue color is a result of its blood containing copper as an oxygen-carrying pigment instead of hemoglobin, which contains iron. I'm adding a suspension of E. coli bacteria.
At the first sign of bacteria, the crab's blood forms a protective clot.
Look at that. This is perfect. This is the horseshoe crab cells protecting the animal from infection. Any type of leakage of seawater into their blood system would trigger this response, seal the wound, and there actually are proteins in the clot itself that kill the bacteria. They're almost primitive antibiotics.
That's true not only for the collection of horseshoe crab blood, but for the production of endotoxin tests as well. Charles River's Endosafe PTS sets the standard for convenient and accurate endotoxin testing, while reducing the amount of LAL needed to 1/10 of conventional methods.
So consequently, the amount of animals that are going into these tests have diminished, while at the same time the market is able to expand. That's a tremendous conservation measure being put in place by an industry, and it's one that that a lot of people don't tend to realize when they're talking about conservation as a whole. So of course that shows us that there is a consideration being applied towards how they go about doing their business.
At Charles River, it's more than a consideration. It's a commitment to innovation and efficiency in testing, and a commitment to respect and protect a precious resource that contributes in surprising ways to the betterment of all our lives.